So let's take a look at a watershed and how to delineate a watershed or outline a watershed by taking a trip across the Astoria Bridge. From Astoria, we're going to head north to Washington State. We drive up here, past Napton, past Nacelle, and you get to this stream right here. This is called Ellsworth Creek. So let's zoom in on that stream and take a look at its watershed. Okay. Now what we're going to try to do is find all of the things over here on the right. So for starters, let's delineate the watershed, and we're going to use yellow here to represent the ridge lines or the boundaries of the watershed. So Ellsworth Creek dumps into the Willapa River right here, and it is, well, that's not really wide enough. Let's make a little bit fatter sized pen there. So let's trace the line of the ridge as it leaves the river mouth right up this ridge line right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that there are topographic lines of detail that outline the sharp ridges around this particular watershed. And it's kind of squiggly, it's kind of fun. Follow this ridge line like this. So if a drop of water lands on this ridge line, exactly on this ridge line, it is, well, we need to back up that last one a little bit. It wasn't quite accurate. If a drop of water lands exactly on this ridge line, it's going to split in half, and half of that water is going to go into one watershed, like this one over here, and half is going to go into this watershed over here. So this ridge line literally defines the boundary of the watershed. So here we go, all the way around this watershed. I'm kind of going quicker now, a little bit less accurate, and it goes something like that. So that's a watershed. So all of this area inside here is the Ellsworth Creek watershed, and that's the watershed divide that I've just drawn, or drainage basin divide. Okay, so let's put the water on the map now. Let's go grab the blue representing water. And you can see this main creek going right up like this. This main creek goes right up like this, all the way up this canyon, kind of snakes around and goes up around this canyon here. And that's called the main stem. So blue here, this is the main stem. Notice that it says stem right here. It doesn't say stream. It should be mainstream, but the term is main stem, like the main stem of a leaf. So we've got that. Now let's put the tributaries on the map. We'll use this bright green color. Tributaries are the side branches of the main stem. So they leave the main stem and they go up like this right here. There's a tributary there. And you can see this tributary goes like that and like this. And here's a tributary running up this way. We can put one up this little cute little valley here. Looks like there's a tributary that goes up here and probably up here. So the rest of these now, these little tiny streams feeding into it are going to be a different color. We're going to call those the headwaters, this nice fuchsia color. And headwaters are the source of all the water in the main stem. So they're flowing down this way like this. And all that water is going down. So headwaters now in fuchsia, and I'm not putting all of the headwaters on the map, but you get the idea. It's these high ridge areas where water just starts. There's going to be a lot less flow in these areas than there is down here in the main stem. And sediment's going to erode quickly, and the soil's kind of shallow, and down here it's nice and deep, steep mountainsides. Okay, so the thing about a watershed is watersheds can have watersheds within watersheds. So let's define a sub-watershed. We're going to use orange here, this bright orange color. And we'll just do this nice little tidy basin right here. We've got a sub-watershed basin that comes off the creek, goes right up this ridge, about like this, goes around this whole branch right here, comes back down. So now all the water that falls into this area is going to flow out these creeks or these little side creeks. I probably could have put it right down that ridge like that. And we just to kind of make this a little bit clearer, let's just crosshatch this right here. So this orange color is the sub-watershed. And finally, we're left with the flow. And the flow can be noted by black arrows here. And the flow is going to go downstream in these directions. And it's going to flow out all the way to the bay or lake or ocean or main body of water. And you can see that direction is always going to go downhill.